Fit like Abdi. I hope you're all keeping well and welcome to my channel. Now, I'm just back for the harbour and there's been another storm. As you can see, I've even hit the time of log zone today. It's ice cold and it's Baltic inside this shed, you know. And I've run out of gas, so I haven't got a gas heater for my shed today. But I have got an electric heater. I've got this wee electric space heater, which I haven't used for a long time. For the simple reason is, electric is a fortune now. And can't really afford to be running a thing like this. But I'll just put it on for a wee filey today's video, because I'm fed up sitting in the house. So we'll brush it down and see if it still works. I see there's still remnants of fiberglass resin over it, because I think the last time I used this heater I was fiberglass in a wheelhouse reef for one of my friends. So, hope it still works. Get this jacket off so I can manoeuvre. So as I say, I'm just back for the harbour and it's Baltic down here. I took a camera down with me and I'll show you just in 2 minutes what it looks like down here. My fingers, I was just filming for a couple of minutes and my fingers it felt like frostbite already. Didn't have gloves on, but I mean it was just a few minutes, Ken. A couple of storms ago, one of the outer harbour defences, one of the outer walls, was all knocked down with the sea. And I can't mind the name of the storm. They're giving all the storms names nowadays, and it to me is just a storm. But anyway, that was all knocked down, and every storm after that, it'll just get gradually worse. And it actually knocked a bit of the pier away, the outer pier, if we got a sword paint. So I'll just show you a couple of clips that I filmed down here just now, about 5 minutes ago. I'll stick my bonnet on my head first, because I haven't muckle hair left nowadays, so I need a bonnet of some kind to keep my head warm. Stop the heat escaping. That's Buchanest Lighthouse to the south of the harbour. Now my camera is swinging round toward the harbour. You'll see the gap between the sword paint and that set of steps just coming up, just there, that gap, and the sea is breaching. Now heading a bit further north, you'll see the pier heads at the mouth of the harbour, and they're nearly submerged with the volume of sea being pushed in by the easterly winds. And they were gusting over 50 mile an hour last night. You can see fitway folk put their boats on the shore for the winter. I wouldn't like to be standing here now. And that's a boat is up on the shore. And there was one year, there was a big storm and that actually shifted the boats. And they all got into a heap and fell off of their supports. And they just kind of held each other together till the storm settled away. But that lets you see if it like that small harbours are in the winter time through us storms. It's just easterly winds is bad for here at bottom. But I'll let you see another clippy. I had to stop filming now and again and give the camera lens a dicht. It's a wee bit clearer now. Let's move the harbour again. Aye. You can't stop Mother Nature. The sheer power of the sea just humbles you. Now what's another bit of sea defences was broken away here. As you can see that gap between the steens and the dike here. And it's got up a heap of boulders and steens up onto the shore here. Look aside that boats. Fearsome power of the sea. And just as I'm speaking, I hear a scurry walking about in my shady reef again. You can hear him shouting. People looking for a bit of loaf. I mean, you can imagine all that wildlife, scurries and little birdies and that, struggling through this kind of weather. It's a hard enough life for us, never mind that the creatures. That's a wee clip for the slip at Bottom Harbour, our local harbour here. I mean, can you imagine launching a boat off of that slip a day? Oof. Well, I'm finding toasty in my shade now. Nice heater on, but I can imagine our electric meter will be zooming round in circles, you know. Next year, I'm thinking of putting a wee stove in a shady here. We've a clearer space up in this area here. Shift that bench and I think further doing. I've been looking online and you get small stoves, wood burning stoves, just a small enough stove just to keep us shady warm and just to set out in the winter and tie on my hooks and that, my rigs. Is only a you guys out there got a stove in your shed, a wee wood burning stove? Let me ken your setup and how much it costs you, because I'm looking for ideas for it for next winter. Maybe put that in the summertime. But anyway, just now I thought to myself a day, I've got a Creel that I made about, must be 12 years ago anyway, and it's been hanging on the garden paling for as long as I can mind. And I just took it in just now. Now what's it here? Now this was actually a brand new creel that I made, and it's didn't finished off yet. I actually wove all that netting in a house. I was sitting in the house, oh, it must be 12 years ago anyway. You'll actually see a photo, I'll put a photo up if I can find it, of my dog Skipper when he was a puppy. And he was, I've got a photo of him actually inside the creel when I was marking it. But it's been lying up, hanging on a pail in the garden. And I don't know if you can see this. Try and get close up. It's actually full of holes, like worms have gone into it. And it actually must have been doing the ground for it at 2 or 3 years for that to happen, because that wouldn't have happened hanging up in a pail. You know, a green and all that, and that's some kind of mould there. But it's still heel enough. I can hear a wee bit of fun with. So that's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dry it out just now, because it's all greasy and green growth and everything over it. And once I dry it out, I'm going to finish it. I'm going to put in a set of eyes, put a weight in it, and then I'm going to take it down and steep it in the harbour for 2 or 3 days till all the timber, all the wood is soaked up in water so it'll sink, because from there new the float for the first 2 or 3 days, float a bit. You can put steins in them and short them a while like that, but they'll kind of bubble, and I think it affects the fish I know them for the first 2 or 3 days, maybe a week, till it soaks in all the water. But what I'm going to do, and I'll put in a set of eyes. I'll let you see a model creel that I made. Now this is what we call open eyes. You can see there's I hope you can see, there's a big ring in here, and the part ends or a lobster crawls in here, and then once he falls down and over, you can't get out. But some folks say that they've come out as open eyes, but I've had some good lobsters and open eyed creels over the years. But for ever, I'm going to put soft eyes in this one, and I'm sure I've soft eyes kicking about. In fact, I think there's a couple up here or back here. Let's see if I can get in a boot. I can hardly reach. Stretching away here. Now, just do one here. That's a couple of soft eyes. And what you do is you wave it in, and then you gather up 2 or 3 mesh, and then tie them on. But I'll let you see that once that creel dries out. I'll let you see me actually finishing it, putting in the soft eyes, tying in a weight, getting a steep in the harbour. Then I'm going to shoot it off the pier, and we'll see if we can get anything. But anyway, watch out for that video. That might be a bit interesting for you, Kim. And I'll maybe get a lobster for my supper. I was just making a short video for the day, just to let you see the weather. And as you can see, we're going to get out in the boat. That's us Hill Weekend Strips consult again. Every time the weekend comes round, storms. Now, there's been a few good days during the week, and it seems to be happening like this every week at the moment. It's 2 or 3 good days during the week, you could get out in the boat, and then the weekend comes round, bang again. So, it's just the way the cookie crumbles. Whatever, that's it for now, and I hope you liked my wee video, and mind put a thumbs up on it, and if you want to see more, push that subscribe button and it'll give my channel a wee boosty. And a big shout out for all them that's already subscribed to my channel. It's really much appreciated. Anyway, that's it for now. Take care of the tight lines and watch your sails in this weather. Catch you after.